Good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines. Good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. Thanks to everybody for all your well wishes, your congratulations on our 1,000 subscribers, accomplishment, milestone, whatever you want to call it. It's a big deal. I really appreciate that. I ate a couple of pieces of cake last night, and I'll do an extra set of exercises today to get that off. It's with a heavy heart that I come to you today. I was awakened last night with news that an American was killed here in Bohol. Panglao, Bohol, of all places, one of my favorite tourist spots. His wife killed him. They were arguing. She beat and stabbed him. 63-year-old American. I won't disclose his name. It's not important. My condolences go out to his family. It's a foreigner's worst nightmare. It's a foreigner's worst nightmare to die overseas, especially to be murdered. It's not what we came here for, ladies and gentlemen. We came here to rejuvenate, to have a good time, to get rid of a lot of the stress and strain that comes along with living in the West. It's not our wishes to die over here. So I was going to talk about something else today, but after that, I'm compelled to talk about this. Not his case, but I've come up with my foreigner's 10 commandments to stay alive in the Philippines. Getting ahead of myself though. Thank you for stopping by this morning. I really appreciate it. I never take that for granted. My channel's for the new man and woman who's interested in coming to the Philippines or just interested in the Philippines in general. My 11 years doesn't make me an expert on the Philippines, but it gives me a unique perspective on the Philippines that I want to share with the new man and woman, or anybody, if it can benefit you, if it can make your trip more enjoyable, safer, number one, help you avoid a lot of the problems, a lot of the mistakes that I made. I'm boots on the ground here, and it makes me different than a lot of these other vloggers, staying at these fancy resorts and in these towers in Manila and Cebu, looking down on the locals, giving you a play-by-play. No, I'm in the middle of all this. I'm going to give you the nitty-gritty, and all that is exactly what I'm seeing, exactly what I'm living, exactly what I'm experiencing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this information this morning. My foreigners' 10 commandments to stay alive, because we didn't come over here to die, guys. We came over here to enjoy whatever years we have left. It's our worst nightmare to come over here and die, especially to be murdered. So some of these I've already discussed in prior videos, but some of this stuff is new. And I just made a list, and I promise you, if you just abide by some of this stuff, it's going to keep you alive. It's going to keep you safe here. Because a lot of what I'm telling you, man, I'm not here for likes. I'm not here for subscribers and all that. I'm here to generally help you. The information I'm giving you, you can take it to the bank. All right, I could care less if I ever get another subscriber, if I ever monetize this page. This channel. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to help you. So my number one, which these aren't in any particular order, but this number one is keep a low profile. As a foreigner, we don't need any more attention than we're already going to have on us. Okay, you're going to draw attention just by being a foreigner, just from being different. We don't need the police being called to our house or something like that. You know, we don't need to be fighting with somebody over at the grocery store, in the market, over a few pesos. We don't need any of that. We need to stay as low under the profile, as low under the radar as we possibly can. We don't, the police, they're going to know you're here. Trust me. They know. You're always being watched as foreigners over here. But keep a low profile. Don't draw any more attention to you than is already there. And your stay here is going to be a lot better. Number two kind of goes with that, and like I said, these aren't in any particular order, but that number one is keep a low profile. Number two is don't argue. You can't win an argument with the locals here, so don't argue. It's going to lead to trouble. you know, if you're lucky, they're going to blacklist you. But more than likely, what's going to happen is you're going to come out to get your cup of coffee or newspaper, and you're going to get gunned down. You know, when I read that article about this guy being killed by his wife, is you're going to see there was a lot of these commandments that were broken in that situation. Just from me reading the newspaper. So don't argue. You can't win an argument over here. Don't do it. Walk away from that stuff. Number 3 is real important. I never talked about this before, but don't lend money over here and don't borrow money. Anything to do with money exchanging hands between you and the locals, you don't want to do it unless you're buying something, you know, you're patronizing their business, or, you know, you're helping somebody, you know, you may be giving them a few pesos to help them through the day or something like that. But don't lend money, don't borrow money, because that's always going to end bad over here. All right, I mean, it's real simple like that, okay? Keep your circle small, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Keep your circle small, and I'm going to tell you why. About 30 minutes from where this gentleman was killed, another American was killed, a retired serviceman, a good guy, one of us, one of the good guys, had a good relationship with his wife. But about 6 days later, after his murder, they talked to the superintendent, who says, because no one's ever been charged with his murder, by the way, but he says, oh, we have a lead on this. And guess what the lead is? Has something to do with his local acquaintances and his dealings in the community. Now, you can read a lot into that, but he was a good guy, okay? So keep your circle small. Outside of the family, I don't deal. You know, I had one close Filipino friend. He just recently passed away. His funeral was yesterday. A guy by the name of Aldi. He lives right around the corner. And my heart goes out to his family. I mean, he was a great guy. The minute I moved over here, I used to live right around the corner. The minute he knew I was over here, he came over there and introduced himself, invited me to their anniversary. It was a few days before him and his wife's, I think, 36th anniversary or something, you know. But keep your circle small. Okay. Don't be a playboy over here. And that has, you know, and that doesn't mean, it doesn't mean what I'm saying, okay? Make sure when you come over here, the woman that you're dealing with doesn't have a jealous boyfriend or a jealous husband. Because Filipinos are jealous. Even your girlfriend, even your wife is jealous. They're very, very jealous. And if you want to get killed, and you want to get killed real quick, come over here and start fooling with somebody's girlfriend or somebody's wife. Whether you know it or not, whether she's being honest with you and telling you about all of this. All right, because see, a lot never, you know, we never really even talk about the Filipino man and how he feels about foreigners coming over here. I talked to my girlfriend. I asked her, I said, you know, is it okay for us to come over here? She said, yeah, as long as you don't fool with his girlfriend or his wife. So don't be a playboy over here. Number one, your girlfriend may kill you. And number two, the woman you dealing with, her jealous husband or jealous boyfriend may kill you. So don't be a playboy over here. This one's self-explanatory. I'm not even going to go into a lot of it. Don't deal drugs over here and don't use drugs over here. Not even weed, okay? Not even weed, guys. You know how in the West, marijuana is practically legal now, but not over here, okay? It's just as worse as cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, or anything else. Don't come over here thinking you can get away with smoking weed. They're just as hard on weed as they are any other drug. So don't deal drugs, don't use drugs. Don't get involved in land disputes over here. I know some of us, you know, we want to build houses here and we want to buy land and build a house for our girlfriend or our wife or maybe her family. You make damn sure that all of that is cleared before you spend 1 peso. You get you a good lawyer over here. You make sure there's no ties, because I'm going to tell you something. These kin people over here, they'll sit back. Once they know that somebody's interested in that land, they'll sit back in the shadows and they'll wait for it to get completed. Then they'll come forward. They'll come out of the woodwork to contest it. And it'll get you killed quicker than anything over here. So stay away from these land disputes, okay? Don't be in direct competition with the Filipino over here in nothing, because he's a sore loser, okay? I used to play tennis, man. I stopped doing it. What I do now, if I want to play tennis, I'll hire somebody. I'll give them 200 pesos to get out there and rally with me for, you know, an hour or two. I pay them to do that. The sore losers in everything, business, sports, you know, so don't get in direct competition with Filipinos. Playing cards, you know, if you found you some people and they're okay with losing, then that's the exception. The rule is they're sore losers, so don't get in direct competition with them, okay? Number 9 is this: keep your mouth shut about government, politics, religion over here. You don't vote here, you don't pay taxes, so keep your mouth shut. People don't play about that over here. That should have been number 1, really, of a low profile. Mind your own business over here. Stay out of their business. You ain't got nothing to say about how this country is run. You take that stuff back over to where you come from. Don't bring it over here, because you'll find yourself 6 feet underground. You know, and you can kind of tie these in too with the number 1. You know, keep a low profile, man. Shut your mouth about their way they handle things over here. Okay? And number 10 is this. C number 1. Keep a low profile, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Stay out of people's business. Mind your own business. You don't want the police coming over to your house. You don't want to be in an argument with the family. You don't want to get into a fight at the marketplace. Okay? Keep a low profile. By you being a foreigner, you're gonna draw so much attention anyway, just from being different. I can't reiterate that enough. Keep a low profile. And you'll stay alive over here. Those are my foreigners' 10 commandments. Keep a low profile. Don't argue with the locals. You can't win an argument here. Don't lend money, don't borrow money, period. Keep your circle small. Don't be a playboy over here. Filipinos are jealous. They will kill you over their wife or their girlfriend. And your wife and girlfriend will kill you out here trying to fool around on them. Okay? Don't deal drugs, don't use drugs. Okay, reefer may be legal in your country, but it's not legal over here. You come over here and you smoke weed, you may never get out of jail. Don't get involved in land disputes. Get you a good lawyer. Take your time if you're interested in a piece of land. If you want to get killed, buy a piece of land where the family's already fighting over it. Okay? And you're dead. Don't be in direct competition with Filipinos. They're sore losers. Sports, business, it doesn't matter. Relationships, if you in competition with the boyfriend for the love of the girlfriend, you're going to lose every time. Keep your mouth shut about politics, government, religion over here. It's none of your business. You don't pay taxes here. You don't vote here. Shut up. You know, all right? This is their country. Let them run it the way they want to run it. We're guests here. All right? Don't forget that. So thank you so much for stopping by. Because remember, I'm not doing this for likes or subscribers or anything like that. I'm doing this for you to try to keep you alive. You're in a whole different hemisphere, a whole different country. You're not in Kansas anymore when you come over here. These people are some of the most hospitable people in the world. Some of the most welcoming in the world. But right underneath all of that is a mean streak, and they'll cut you in half and won't think a second thought about it. Okay, so those are my 10 commandments. Thank you for coming by. If you're in America, I know it's late. Before you go to bed, before your head hits that pillow, please help somebody. If you're out there on one of them late grocery runs, you see somebody in the street, give them something to eat. Give them a couple of dollars. Buy them something to drink. If you're in the Philippines, about 8 o'clock, we got the rest of the day to help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this. We help other people, we help ourselves. Thank you. See you next time.